All right, everybody. Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome back to Vesta Angels Tarot. This is going to be your reading for March the 14th, 2025. I hope everybody is well. Okay. So, if if you seen yesterday's reading, the card of anticipation came out. I believe it was the first card out. We know on this channel on how to read that the first card is always going to be the precipice or the strongest card of the overall energy. Okay, now I'm not necessarily saying that some of you or most of you also may have some type of anticipation. It can be unfortunately negative, or a sense of stress, um, a sense of anticipation that, for me, I believe anticipation turns into, or can turn into, anxiety. Okay. And I had a little bit of that in the past couple of hours. I was pretty much great all day today. But soon as I got off work earlier this afternoon, um, it was one of my supposed to be favorite pizza spots that I decided to stop in after work because they were having like a pie day. Okay, something like a buy one and get the next one for $3 or something like that. And I haven't had this particular pizza company in probably almost 2 years, um, because until I moved where I'm at now, it used to be in an area where I worked at about 2 years ago now, since it's 2025. So I decided to go in there, and that's when my anxiety my anticipation turned into anxiety and then stress. I probably wouldn't had it so much if I hadn't wasted almost an hour and 15 minutes standing in line um, to get pizza, and then it turned out to be nasty. They burnt the first pizza, and then I had to wait around for them to redo it, um, bake it again inside of a brick oven, and then come home. Okay, and then I was stuck in traffic and all type of stuff, and it was just an anticipation for me as waiting. Okay, now if you kind of look at anticipation can seem like it is the equivalent of waiting. Okay, and that sense of waiting, for me, how I look at it, may turn into stress and or anxiety. Now, for some of you, you may have anticipation, maybe not right now, but maybe the next couple of days, the next couple of weeks. Um, because the reading will affect everybody at different times. Okay. It may be very positive. Maybe you're anticipating getting a new car, putting money down for a house, or you're moving into a new neighborhood, a new place, a new state, a new country. So, anticipation can be different ways or feelings of emotions, right? Remember, we also had the ebb and flow card that was located at the end of the spread. So in my mind, I was really trying to ebb and flow and go with the flow of whatever that was happening. But I don't know if I unnecessarily caused the anxiety upon myself by, I don't know, also watching stupid people. Let me be nice. It was kind of like, people are weird, and this is a lot of reason why I tend to separate myself a lot of times, um, and only like to be around people who I can tolerate. Okay, unless I'm at work, and if it gets too bad at work, and then I'll leave and find another job. That's just how I am. But I don't like being around weird people. Okay, and I don't know. That's just me. Maybe I'm weird. to them, but truly they are weird to me. Okay, I'm not gonna get into any specifics, but people are weird, you know. Um, and that builds up my stress and anxiety too by having to listen and watch stupid people. Um, and I don't know if they just don't know any better. I don't know if they don't want to practice common sense. Um, if they don't want to practice, what word can I use? Some things you just don't do in public. You know, some things are should be left behind closed doors. Just because you can don't mean you should, right? And don't mean that you should expose everything that you want to afflict on another person just because that person is your partner, your lover, your spouse, or whatever the case may be. Um, some people call it PDA, but a lot of these young people now are just uncouth. It's just some things that they do in public. They just don't care. And it's kind of like sometimes I see it as a level of respect. Like, why would you want to literally SA your partner as a PDA, public display of affection, um, as groping and all of this stuff in public? Okay, everybody see that you're together. Everybody can maybe possibly tell that you're a couple, or even if they didn't, who cares, But just the groping and all of that stuff, it's just getting out of hand in my opinion, where that now it for me it could touch on a level of respect that you would have for your person by doing too much to them as PDA in public, um and I just see the respect both ways, you know like, what level of respect do you have for a person to allow them to grope on you just so harshly and physically and just just all over the body, and you're standing in line to get a pizza? you know it's kind of like, where's the respect for other people who don't want to see that? Then you got kids that's standing behind you, young children, like children that are like 6 and 7 and 4 and 3 years old. It's just to me like a level of respect, and they're watching you groping this person, um which you have the right to do because you're in a relationship with them. But what does that show to the child? It's just kind of like some people just don't want to show respect to younger children, to other people, um as you don't have no choice but to watch this or to see it out of the corner of your eye, just because I want to do it and I have the right. Okay, but some things are just totally unnecessary. And it kind of like rubbed me the wrong way. Look at there. A partnership card, loyal heart. Some of that over aggression also could be coming from Venus being retrograde, um, or about to be retrograde in a couple of days or two, um, in Pisces. Okay, over display of public affection like that also can be like, I'm hearing like the last hope. Okay, where that let me physically so much arouse you that it will hopefully change your mind, um, to not let us break up or not let you leave me, or to show that I'm so apologetic, that I'm sorry, and then it hopefully will melt the loyal heart to the other person because they're being groped so much, in public, that, oh, this is cute and look how they are just showing so much affection to me, And it's kind of like, to me, a borderline of disrespect, you know? But hey, every generation is different. Every person age is different. But I don't know. What's up with this loyal heart though? I also feel that my anticipation is coming from the bad weather that is coming through our area, or the state of Georgia, and also Atlanta. North Atlanta is going to be going also through the Midwest. I believe also it's going to touch some of the Carolinas. It's supposed to be some bad weather the next 2 nights or over the weekend, and it's just very unsettling to me, more than usual. And it also kind of displayed coming out in the reading last night. So my anticipation is, getting through this bad weather. It's supposed to be hail and tornadoes and all type of stuff. And this is sometimes why I don't watch the news, because they can, like, sometimes maybe over exaggerate some stuff, and sometimes under report some stuff, and you sometimes you could be caught in the middle, where you may be too prepared and sometimes not prepared enough, right? And um me having to go to work and get home during that type of weather is also building a little bit of anxiety and stress. And it's just, I don't know. Mine is more of the weather that's coming through the next 2 days. Um, so somebody want to speak with you. You know what? I'll be glad when this person call, and I'll be glad when what y'all decide what y'all gonna do with this person, because they are getting on my nerves. Okay? Now I am purposely single, so don't get it twisted. I'm not jealous. Okay? Um, I know when it's time to work on money, and I know when it's time to work on love. And some of you, this is what you should be understanding also, that going with the flow, when your intuition and things are president, president, yeah, like purposeful, like focus your attention, right? When your mind, when your agenda, with your plan, with your rethinking, redoing, re-strategizing, right? We're going into a Mercury retrograde. When your mind and your intuition is telling you to focus on your money and to get something stable or past a point of stability, okay? So some of you won't be having so much anxiety and stress. That's what you need to concentrate. But then some people try to force love, loyal heart, when it's not the time to focus on relationship. Now, I understand that a lot of people are married and living together and things like that. And I'm not saying to totally abandon a person if you're married or living together or dating somebody faithfully, right? But that person also should have the confidence and the knowing that both of you are loyal hearts to each other, and that you're not abandoning each other or ignoring each other purposely, but that you're concentrating on re-strategizing your finances, your stability, and your money separately and also together. Okay. But then you got some people that be in a relationship where that they totally forget about their stability. Their mind is so focused on the person leaving them and breaking up with them. And some people can't go to work and they quit their job, and they're all on social media having a crying fit and this and doing this and that, and missing their opportunities of their focusing on their re-strategizing their money. Okay, building more on the energy that is there for the focus on your money. Also could be missing doors of opportunity, where that when you miss some of those doors of opportunity to increase your money, to stabilize your prosperity and your abundance, to link in, to tap into that energy while it's there, okay? That's how you have growth. That's how you overachieve, or to achieve at least, right? And then if you're already achieving, that's how you overachieve, and that's how you reach a milestone. It's always your intuition will tell you when it's time to relax and be calm and can be focusing more on love, and you'll feel better during doing that, right? Because you settled your money, you took care of that, you have more zeros in the bank, okay? You know that those direct deposits are going to hit every 2 weeks, or bi-weekly, or whatever the case, or salary version, or weekly, right? Also, if you got a business where people are buying or can buy online 24 hours, and you have residual income coming in, then your mind and your loyal heart can focus more on love for a period of time, where that you're not very stressed about money, okay? And I really want y'all to learn that when I'm telling you, like, for example, Venus retrograde. This is not the time to focus on love, because it's not going to connect, because Venus is retrograde. Okay? So that means that your focus should now more shift to where your finances, your home or stability, okay, or even your health or spirituality, your feelings and emotions, your mental state could need more focusing than actually on your love partnership. Because maybe for some of you with loyal heart here, your partnership may not be nothing wrong with it at all, right? That's going to be different for everybody. The color blue here is also communication, the throat chakra. Okay? Now you see the steps leading up to the ambience of the light here. You got 22 and you got 35. And like I was just saying, your life purpose right now is for you to get yourself, you know, one moment at a time, right? A little bit more stable than you were yesterday. You can only do so much. You can only do so much in the time that is allowed. But discovering your life purpose is also ninth house energy of Sagittarius, right? But it's also tapping into your life purpose, or understanding that, which is K2. And K2 is about to move into Leo, which I've been talking about a lot, right? The end of May. So for some of you, that's your time period anyway, of when, sorry about that, y'all, of when will be more purposeful for you to have a better connection, or to fix your current connection, for things to go more smoothly. For some of you that have been single and not dating, your life purpose needed to be when K2 in 2025 move into Leo. Okay? It may not have been the past 18 months, about to be 18 months, when K2, like it is right now, still in Virgo. That may not be your life purpose. So your life purpose was to, again, what I said earlier, your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health, your stability, your home, your finances, your job, your education, your career was your life purpose, until on your particular journey of your life needed to be in the year of 2025, when K2 finally moved to Leo. You see what I'm saying? So it will be different for see their piece. The number 23. because finding a loyal heart is also very peaceful. And I feel and do know um, that a lot of you have not been or had a very peaceful love relationship. Maybe you had in the past. Maybe it was 5 or 10, for some of you 20, 30 years ago, whatever the case may be. Some of you may be younger. But being at peace is a loyal heart, not only to your person that will be your partner, but also to yourself. That is also your life purpose, which is peace. Not bickering and fighting, not arguing, not physical harm, not financial destruction, um, spiritual health, spiritual peace, mental peace, emotional peace, a peace in your stability, a peace in your home, also the proper community, okay? Something that also will keep you stabilized, right? Because you can be or live in a community and or state that is not peaceful. And that also will keep contributing to your stress and anxiety. I know it has for me, because living in the downtown area of Atlanta is so much different than I was living away from downtown traffic. I was more outward in the suburbs, where I still heard ambulances, but at a far distance, right? Now I hear them right outside my window. So that disrupts my peace. You understand? It also disrupts my purpose. Where you live also will affect your peace. Who you love, who you involve yourself with, where you work, what type of education that you choose. Look at there. Soulmate, clean it up, and why. Okay, we don't need any more of those. Bottom of the deck is creativity. Alrighty. So I just really wanted to pop on here and to see what would come out. So you do, like I said, some of you, your relationship status will be changing this year also. And some of you are like, why, Vesta? Why is that? I'm at peace, being alone, being single. This is how I want to remain until I'm 89. Okay. But that may not be your life purpose. Remember, you're also a teacher, just like other people are a teacher to you. So we all must continue to learn. Now, some of those lessons may continue to be peaceful if you do um, eventually or finally find that loyal heart as a partner, as a soulmate. Yes? So, life purpose also, you're trying to understand of why, what, when, where, what is my life purpose, right? Like I said, clean it up. We also had the blood moon, the lunar eclipse moon as of yesterday. And then we also will be going into the total eclipse that will be in Pisces. What I have been talking about, but that's going to be later on in March. Is it March? I believe it's March. So I do know that I'm supposed to do your Mercury retrograde. I have not forgotten. We need to do a Venus retro. Did I do a Venus retrograde? If I haven't, we gonna do that. We also gotta do a Saturn that will be going retrograde. That's also going to be in Pisces. We got Mars direct now in Gemini. All of this is Vedic sidereal, not tropical Western. Um, it was retrograde in Gemini, but now it's direct. And then when it go back retrograde again, it will move to Cancer. Tropical Western will say vice versa. Okay. Now, Mars is, like I said, in Gemini. Mercury is going retrograde in Pisces. Jupiter is direct. That's very good in Taurus, but it soon will be retrograde in Gemini too. So we got a lot of stuff going on. So you will continue to keep asking people, but mostly yourself, the question of why. Because you have a lot of things retrograde right now where some of you could just be coming to your wits' end, where I just want peace. I'm tired of hearing about politics. I'm tired of this side fighting and that side fighting. You're just neutral for some of you. Some of you are caught up in the propaganda and you feel so strong in your feelings and emotions that it's washing over you so much that it's taking you away from your life purpose as a human being. That you're being so caught up in the news and expressing your opinion, which you have the right to do on social media, that's keeping you all worked up, because then you're going to have comments that's left on your page that's going to continue to keep you all worked up, because you want to text, you know, and make sure you tell this person off, and make them see it your way, you know, because by texting that they're not going to change your mind. But are you paying attention to what your life purpose is, or are some of you so caught up in propaganda? Remember that this world is a material world. This world, most of it, is the dark. Okay? And your life purpose is to find the light, to keep the light, to keep the peace within inside of you. Because the more that you don't do that, the more that you repel and will not attract a loyal soulmate to you. By the way that you're talking, by the way that you're acting, by the way that you're representing yourself, the way that you're showing your mental. Some of you are losing a loyal soulmate, or a soulmate, period, a relationship, because of your actions, because of your outbursts. Um, it also can be because you are not cleaning it up. It can be literally for some of you. It could be materially. It can be financially. It can be your emotions, your outbursts emotionally. And for some of you, clean it up. It also can be your mental, the way you think. The way you think is the way that you're going to project and the way you're going to act. And people will see that, unfortunately, and they will make their decision on if they want to be in a love relationship with you. Can they continue to have peace with you in the future if you're showing out and acting out and, you know, refusing to clean it up, but you're not even asking yourself on why you should clean anything up? Okay? We all should look at ourselves as, uh, always there is something to clean up about ourselves. If you don't think that, then that's the problem. That's what you should be asking yourself why. Okay? I know some things that I need to clean myself up. So ask yourself that question now. What are some things that you need to clean up about yourself? And I'm not just, for some of you, first thing you may say, girl, my home need cleaning up. Stop. If you first say your home, then that's why your mind is like a seven of cups right now. Okay? Cloudy, confusion thoughts. The way that you keep your area around you is also the way you're going to keep having racing thoughts, repetitive thoughts, anxious mind activity, um, especially dust. Okay? The way you keep your surroundings is the way your mind will operate, because that's what it sees. That's what you're projecting as, okay, that's the truth. That's what you're projecting as your external area, right? So your external area will reflect your internal area. Hey Reese, how you doing? So some of you do have the question. Ooh, I'm so glad that popped out with her little naked self. I need to find a marker. Okay, like we said, Jupiter, not Jupiter. Well, you'll hear me say how I've been at the first part of the reading, Reese. I was talking a lot about anticipation. And for me today, anticipation was turning into anxiety. But it was more about weather. We're supposed to have some bad weather to come through the next couple of days. It's coming through Georgia. It's moving through the Midwest. It also supposed to hit some of the Carolinas. It's supposed to hit North Georgia, Atlanta, South Atlanta. So, but other than that, I'm fine. Okay. I just don't like bad weather. It disturbs my peace. But anywho, um, the Ace of Swords to the Star card is this question of why. Some of you also question yourself why you are not into your higher level of creativity. For some of you, like you used to be. I know I haven't been. hmm I haven't baked. Y'all know I like to bake. Um, I haven't baked in a long time. That's a peace reliever for me. Cause y'all know if y'all not in the mood to bake, it won't turn out right. And if you're a baker, you know that, right? So you have to be in the mood, okay? Your mind has to be clear and peaceful and at a zen moment to bake. Um, so I want to get back into that. Making recipes. Um, a long time ago, I tried to create a cookbook. So maybe I need to get back into my creativity of that, of my mother's old recipes. Um, Creativity. I used to create websites, and y'all know I had a product line where I made my own lip gloss and bath salts, and I started creating my own makeup and stuff like that with my level of creativity. Because I do have Aquarius as my second house. So, what is your creativity that maybe you should ask yourself why? You know, I didn't go to school for hair, but I used to be an apprentice up under a family member. So, even getting back into doing that, you know, that also can create and give you peace, because it's something that you're focused on. It's an outlet for you to, as life purpose, right? We all have some of the same gifts, but some of our same gifts will come out different, be projected, and also receive differently by other people, right? Because we're all very unique individually. So, discovering your life purpose also can be your wish fulfillment right now, which is the truth for some of you. And this also can be a reflection of why your fate has not became your destiny as life purpose. Okay? Like they say, do something that you love to do and it's not work, right? Ooh, we needed to see this. I wish I had that button for a round of applause. We need this, okay? Some of y'all got some money coming. Some of y'all are about to fall in love. Some of you, it's your turn coming up. Mm-hmm. 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 Yep. Yep. Okay, masculines, I need you to Start doing those push up and sit ups. I need you to start getting on water. I need y'all masculines and feminines to start your cleansing. Um, Masculines, figure out if you're going to grow that beard out or if you're going to finally cut it off. Because some of y'all got some new people coming in. You got some new people coming in, Pooh. You got some new people coming in. Divine feminines, are you about to grow your hair out or are you about to make a drastic change with a hair color, a haircut? Um, have you been looking at a new style or set of clothing brand that you may wanted to either create or you want to invest your money in and to wear a particular new brand this year? Okay, as changing your wardrobe style. Um, because new love, new meeting new people can also do that. Because it give you purpose. It give you life purpose to this loyal soulmate. Okay. Some of you are going to be very curious about why you are starting to change or look at things differently, or even some of you may have started cleaning yourself up, your area, your life, your bank account, your credit score, different things like that, and you probably don't understand why, but the Wheel of Fortune do. You get what I'm saying? Your natural instinct, as part of your life purpose, will make you do small moment to moment things, getting you prepared for um, a different side of you, a different view of yourself, a different view of how people will now view you or see you, and moment to moment bits and pieces of you discovering more and more of who you are, why, and your life purpose. You may say to yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I cleaning out my closet? Why am I finally throwing all those old clothes away that I've been holding on to for 5 or 10 years? Kept saying that, yeah, I'm gonna wear that one day, and then a year turned into another year, a year to, yeah. And then one day you finally just clear all of that stuff out. Your life purpose, you, the star card, okay, will help you discover your hopes, your wishes, and your dreams by causing you to get information, to research, to think, to communicate, to ask yourself why, to clean this up, to allow transformation and transition, um, to ask yourself and wonder why. What is your life purpose, or why you're not in a relationship, or why, asking yourself why you decided to stay single for this many weeks, months, or years. You have the answers, okay? And once you finally see the light and understand that answer, then you will understand that you are the Ace of Pentacles. You are the Ace of Pentacles and the Star card to whoever you meet. That is life. That is purpose. A lot of people don't see themselves as an Ace of Pentacles. I do see, like I said, though, when Saturn leads, most likely, for some of you, Aquarius, and moves into Pisces, this will be the next 2.5 years of you discovering a new way, a new person, a new way of life. You will be continuously now cleaning things up, about yourself, your area, things in your life, discovering your life purpose, your quest, your vision, your quest even more. Becoming even more of a loyal heart, which is very important for some of you. Some of you already are, but we do have and know some people that needs. to go into that transformation and transition. For some of you, it could have been the person you were thinking about and or dating, the person that you cut off or thinking about cutting off. That will be for the next 2.5 years, their transformation. Okay. Hey, Miss Linda, how are you? Reese, you said that is true. Yeah, we got the Ace of Swords here. Now, we did have the moon last night, right? But we also got the major eclipse coming up. But that will be March the 29th. Okay. And that's going to be the one in Pisces. Now, I do see the moon as Cancer energy. Some people say Pisces. Um, but the Ten of Pentacles is still in reverse because some of you are still finding out your life purpose, which, n- that's still good. Long as you do the work. Ask yourself why. Nobody's going to tell you. Now, I can purposely tell you as a generalization in a reading, but you know better than me because you are you. You are your own star. For some of you, this is a golden opportunity that can be coming to you, such as becoming an influencer as a creativity, um, opening and starting your own business, talking for a living, podcasting. Not everybody is going to be great at it now, but if that's something that they wish to do, they're soon enough will find out if that's their life purpose. But once they do understand that it's not, the key thing here is to see it and understand it, the moon. That Ten of Pentacles in reverse, that is not your life purpose. This is why the wheel will not continue to favor you and it. The same with love and relationships. If you're in a situation and it's not keep favoring you, that's your Ace of Swords to why, okay? If you're not continuously being favored in something, even by a person, a friendship, a love relationship, a marriage, where you're living, even where you're working, right? Um, Even an education, even some of your wishes that some of you wish to have, to do, to be a part of. If you finally get an opportunity to do it and you see that it's not favoring you and your life, then Ace of Swords, you should know that it's time to leave it alone. But some people keep forcing the issue, trying to create and keep something a loyal heart that is not loyal back to you, whether it's the income from an education or a job that does not suit you, whether it's a hobby that you try to turn into a money making hobby and it's you're not quite good at it, so that's why you're not getting the reciprocation, okay, from it. The wheel is not turning in your favor or continuously turning. Also marriages, unfortunately, some people find that out after 10 years, 5 years, um unfortunately. Because some people just wish to get married, but they don't even know if the person is a loyal heart or a loyal heart with the soulmate card together and the star card. You see what I'm saying? Some people will spend a lot of money just to get married, just so they can shop, just so they can spend money and shop. And it's not even about the person that they're marrying. It's good to have that and to do that, right? If you know that the person is you marrying is really a loyal best friend, both of you to each other. But some people just do it just to impress other people, to say that they're married or in a relationship, to gain legacy from being part of an extended family, all different type of stuff, right? Okay. Now, like I said, K2 will be moving into Leo. That is the opposite of Aquarius energy, right? So anything that will happen in Leo will affect the 11th house of Aquarius, vice versa. So Saturn going out of Aquarius is going to affect Leo's 7th house. I always teach you that. Anything that's going on in Sag, nothing right now, but what's in Gemini, Mars. You get what I'm saying? The 7th house, the opposite. So this is why the wheel um is in reverse because of Mars. Mars in a communication house, Ace of Swords. Okay? Where is Mercury about to go retrograde? Ooh, we can call the moon Pisces energy. I still will call that Pisces energy right now because of the eclipse from yesterday. Now, some of you unfortunately are still struggling with money. This also can be a separation and or divorce. Whoever had this 3 card combination got a lump sum of money. Um, I believe Tiana Taylor allegedly got awarded a 6 or 7 figure payout from her divorce. That's that combination right there. She's not very happy though, allegedly, that her marriage is over. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. See that? You see what I'm saying? Um, what else? Let's just turn this over. Before I let you go, I do want to throw something out to see if the government is going to shut down. Um, because there's so much emotions in the government right now. This is why nothing is being um can be handled right now. Whether you with that party or against it, it don't even matter. It's about the life purpose of the people. Okay? And everybody is trying to take it personally when things should be done for everybody, but nobody can get on one accord. The moon, right? King of Cups. A lot of people have a lot of hurt words, hurt anxiety to say. Um, this also, I wanted to see if the government was, I think it's supposed to have a shutdown. They're being deciding in the next couple of days or by Monday or something, not quite sure. That's the last that I've seen of the information. For some of you, 1 week, 1 month, excuse me, um, you will have some type of obtainment here. Okay. Somebody may ask you out on a date. Somebody may be interested in you. Somebody may also want to spark a conversation because they miss your healing. They miss your presence. They miss that you was a loyal heart to them. They understand and see that you were a peaceful soulmate, but they didn't clean it up in time, and now they're asking themselves why. Same old story. But anyway, and now they're in their feelings and emotions that they missed you that could have been a part of their family and or marriage. So they're very heartbroken. They haven't got over it yet. It probably will be a while. See, their secret admirer. Somebody is very timid. You could have a secret admirer for some of you. This could be the new thing that by these planets retrograding and K2 and Rahu moving, this secret admirer will come out, or you will meet this person. They turn into a secret admirer, okay? And then you will ask yourself why, and things will start to unfold from there. We have dating, meeting someone new. Remember, I said with K2 going into Leo, a lot of people are going to be meeting a lot of new people. You probably already seeing that transpire on social media, especially with celebrities, okay, because that's who y'all see first. A lot of people idolize celebrities, okay? They act like that's their purpose, which is to favor celebrities, and they're living their $1 million life while you are money struggling and can't focus. Remember that their jobs are a 9 to 5 job just like you have. It's just that they get paid a larger check stub than you, for some of you. Okay? So the idolization of the celebrities, unfortunately, is going to dissipate. Hmm. It's not going to be as much as y'all think it will be in the next 5 to 10 years. Not at celebrity status. Not the same old celebrities that y'all been watching movies over the past 10, 15, 20 years. They're not going to be who they are. They're not. Okay? Average people are becoming more influencers and celebrity type than the the old version of celebrities. Okay, because people can connect to a regular podcaster becoming, as a regular person, becoming a millionaire, a billionaire, than somebody who was on movies. Okay, or some type of um, real housewives of something. Okay, I'm just telling y'all early. Divine time, and believe in the right time. And also, while the wheel of fortune is in reverse, they don't want to give me information about the shutdown. I guess I said what I said about the shutdown. I guess it, I don't know. Fated meeting in reverse. Important connection in reverse. Yeah, because this divine timing needs to, ooh, shapeshifter mimicking. I feel that both of you are shedding your skin. The question why. Some things still need to be asked within each person before this divine timing will happen. Competition the other woman. So somebody is also still in the midst of releasing something emotionally and or mentally to see if in their eyes if you are a better or more advanced person than somebody that they keep thinking about in their head. They may not necessarily be with this person, and I'm talking about the new person. This also can be still this other person you're thinking about, okay? Um, but this person also, the old one, wants to know who their competition is so that they can mimic. So this probably why this person, old person, may want to contact you, Mercury retrograde, to get you to talk about who you messing around with so that they can mimic, okay, as a snake, that same image, that same talk, that same love move or whatever, okay, so that you will refocus your attention, because that's what a peacock do, right? They strut their stuff when they are trying to mate. So this person, the old one, will try to mimic and find out information about what is your wish, who are you dating, who are you giving opportunity to, when did you meet this right person, is this the right divine person for you for your life purpose now moving forward without them? When did you get the secret admirer? Or they are still remaining a secret admirer because they have not expressed the truth to you, that they still love and wish and want to heal this and want to ask you out. Could also mimic and fake a marriage proposal for some of you. I say that because the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, so don't accept it. It will be heartbroken. You will lose money. You will not create a great legacy. It's all still hidden secrets and lies. Okay, this person still has another woman or another man. Now, that's not what I wanted to hear. Fears, afraid. We already got the Three of Swords. I was trying to find out where we're gonna have a shutdown or not. Mm. And then I'm gonna let y'all go. Now, I don't see I don't see really any corporate cards. except for the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, maybe the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Swords. So that could be already a yes. That it may possible be a shutdown, especially with this eclipse that just happened, and a total eclipse coming up at the end of the month, and Saturn about to go retrograde in Pisces. It possibly will be a shutdown. It may be for 4 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. It could be 3 to 4 days. That does not go in here. Okay, thank you. Ten of Wands, a burden. I wish your person would get out of my head. They still trying to interject into this reading. Ain't nobody trying to talk about them right now. I'm trying to find out about the shutdown. Okay? But if I hear it, I have to say it. If I see it, I have to say it. This person is thinking about you at night, and that's their burden. Now, I said it. Now leave me alone. Page of Swords in reverse, Ace of Cups. Ooh. Okay. With a Page of Swords in reverse, though, it's still a lot of bickering, fighting, and information that needs to be researched, found out, or calculated, re-strategized. Okay, Mercury retrograde. Something needs to be recalculated, re-talked about, redid, restructured. Page of Swords. And nobody feels or knows on where to start. That's the burden. I don't know why at night is here. Could be the darkness. The Star. Oh, what is coming in? We got the Ace of Cups to the Star card. We got some huge opportunity coming in. Somebody's about to get married here. Somebody's about to get engaged and married. Remember, I always teach y'all that the Star card is the D9, which is your marriage chart in Vedic Sidereal. Somebody is about to have a fated meeting this year. You're gonna strut or be the best competition out of everybody. Even though you saying I ain't in no competition. I know. Because your person that you're meeting ain't trying to put you in that category. You're above the rest. Somebody still may be struggling about how to explain this to you. It's a burden. This is what keeps them up at night. With the Three of Swords, afraid and fears. Well, can you give me some information about the shutdown? Oh, still chaos. Even see this, even when things are trying to, whether you agree or not, that's not the point. It's about fate. And people think that their opinions is going to change the fate of the world, of destiny. Destiny is destiny. No matter how many TikToks and angry videos and protest and non-protest and sitcoms and podcasts that you do, it's not going to change destiny. Everything, even this world, has a destiny. Us as individual humans have a destiny. Okay? That's why keeping your peace is about going with the flow. You take care of your inner world, your exterior world, and keep your peace. That's how you continuously keep getting Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Cups, no matter how much other drama is going on the outside. Because you are the star. Now, there is a balance here, whether you see it or not. I see it here. Actually, this is me. Capricorn energy and Aquarius energy. I am both. But this is the Vesta side. Okay. Yes. That's the Vesta side. This is the side of when you make me mad. But I don't partake in that side anymore. I choose peace. I started changing the way that I act to project myself, Ace of Cups, probably back in 2000. But the early 90s, like 1995 and stuff like that, ooh, child, I was a wrecking ball. But anyway, there's trying to be a balance here. But somebody or some people wants to keep this energy up when this is trying to be the energy of the destiny, whether you agree with it or not. Okay? King of Swords. You see what I'm saying? Somebody here wants to pretty much, this is somebody who wants to speak very much, um, or will keep continually stopping the Star and the Ace of Cups to be the destiny. This person right here. Now, this can be anybody. This could be a legislator, this could be a senator, this can be a president of a country, this can be a governor, it can be a lawyer, this can be a bad lawyer. hmm It also can be a very good businessman. King of Swords actually to the let's call him Crowley. Remember I finally finished Supernatural yesterday. So we're gonna call the devil card Crowley, right? Because I really don't like saying that word. But the devil is the veil. hmm But people don't want to see it as the veil. Nine of coins. I'll say the bottom so I can let y'all go. Five of swords. So what I'm saying here is one person is going to keep, no, one person here is going to veto or vote against, vote for a shutdown. And this is what is going to, like, the one person where the vote will go in the favor of a shutdown. This is who this person is. Now watch what I tell you. It's going to be a man. Whoever this man is a person that we need to pay attention to. This one vote here is going to cause for the shutdown, I believe, to happen. Okay? Because Five of Swords. Fight, arguments, somebody wanting to win at all cost. And they're doing a lot behind the scenes to make sure that it wins at all cost here. Because the energy is here for us to move forward. The star, you got two star cards, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. Y'all know that it's very positive energy, and the Nine of Coins. So what is stopping us from not having a shutdown? It's whatever this is here. So y'all get y'all investigating caps on, y'all capes. Watch your news feed or your YouTube feeds, your TikToks, and y'all let me know in tomorrow's read, or even by Monday when they resume at the Senate or Congress or whatever, and y'all figure out who is Crowley to the King of Swords. Um, because they're going to be the one that has a lot of opposition here. They're going to keep trying to do whatever they can to keep this Five of Swords. Look at her. Justice card in reverse. From money being saved or distributed or given out or stopped, which can be the deficit. because the Queen of Coins is here to make sure that it's balanced. And look at there, the Tower. All right. So that's your reading for tonight. I hope it gave you some type of answers. But remember what I said, though, whoever this person is the one that is going to make the vote or be the one to vote in favor that it goes and shut down. But they got some other stuff up their sleeve that they're not saying, actually, that they're doing behind the scenes to keep causing opposition from things getting better and moving forward in ways that a lot of you don't see, which is the destiny part, whether you agree or not. Okay, we don't know what's coming, what's about to happen, but we do have 2 star cards. That is fate, that is destiny, whether you believe it or not. I'll see y'all in the next one.